Hey guys, I am back and today I'm just going to be doing kind of an organizing video, and this is going to be me packing for Miss Kansas City, which in real time is tomorrow. When you'll be seeing this will probably be yesterday or a couple days ago. So this won't be super timely if you're participating in like a program this weekend, but the Miss America organization, the Miss USA, all those organizations have programs going through March. So it's never too late to check out if you're interested. And if you're not interested and you just like watching me, who overthinks everything and packs everything that could possibly potentially maybe go wrong, then do I have a treat for you, because I have way overthought this and I am bringing like so much stuff. But I want to get it all organized, go through my packing list that I've created for myself, and just have everything sitting together on the kitchen table so tomorrow morning I can just go and take you guys along with me without having to worry if I remembered things. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. So I started by dumping everything out on the table. Some things I had already organized into baggies and some things I hadn't. Then I went through all the jewelry that I had picked out and I put it into these little Ziploc bags that are labeled with my name and what outfit that jewelry corresponds to. So there's one that's Jasmine Talent, Jasmine Evening Wear. I really like using washi tape for these things because I can write on it in Sharpie really well and it doesn't smear or bleed everywhere. And I just repeated this for each outfit. In total, I had 4: interview, evening gown, talent, and then an extra one with just some extra jewelry in case something broke, something got lost, or I changed my mind at the last minute, which is going to be the theme of this video. Then once I did that, I took larger Ziploc baggies and I put the shoe for each outfit in it with the little bag of jewelry. So then I had shoes and jewelry all together, and then I put all of those into a big tote bag that would be easy to transport. I have very big feet, so they don't actually fit in the Ziplocs very well, and if I was going to be dumping all of this into a suitcase or something that would be jostled around a lot, I probably would try and workshop another method, but this worked pretty well for what I needed. Then I was starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed by all the clutter across the table, so I put all of the spare jewelry that I wasn't going to be bringing with me back into a jewelry case, and then it was time to start gathering the emergency supplies. So here I'm making sure that my box of safety pins doesn't fly open, and I start packing a emergency Ziploc bag with a sewing kit, fashion tape, phone chargers, a portable charging unit that I had charged up. I packed some feminine hygiene products of various kinds, like pads, tampons, panty liners, because I might need them, or if someone else needed them, I would want to share. I had hand sanitizer, I had acetaminophen and Midol, I had Band-Aids, just kind of anything that I could think of that I might want to bring for the day, especially things that might kind of cause problems. And so this is when I kind of started organizing everything into that big tote bag, as I mentioned before, and trying to clear things off the table. I had already packed some smaller toiletry bags with some basic skincare, cleanser, makeup remover, moisturizer in case I needed it. I also had a toothbrush and toothpaste and floss, I believe, in there. And then I had already organized some hair care products, so heat protectant, setting spray, styling cream, hairbrush, bobby pins, all that jazz, and one that had body care products, lotion, hand lotion, and deodorant. Pro tip, I like a deodorant for these kinds of things that is completely clear, and then I don't have to worry about accidentally getting deodorant stains on my dress, or especially if you're wearing anything black. Then it was time to start tackling the makeup. This is where I sat down. I started really thinking about what palettes I wanted to bring. For some reason, I got fixated on the idea that this Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette was too big, and I was trying to depot the magnetic pans into my Z palette, and then quickly gave up on that and just went and got my Hoola bronzer. And then I decided what palettes I was going to bring. I ultimately brought my Tarte 2017 holiday palette because it has a lot of good cool tones in it, and my Tati Westbrook Textured Neutrals Volume 1 palette, which has just a lot of beautiful shades and textures in it, and it's my Pan That palette this year. So then I started laying everything out that I was going to use and putting extra brushes aside. I want to make sure I have plenty of clean brushes in case I make a mistake and want to start cleaning up the edge of something. And so I brought way more brushes than I ended up using, but I'm a-okay with that. And I knew that I was going to want a much more natural look for interview than for the actual on-stage performance. So I packed some makeup separately in that pink geometric bag, like a more full coverage concealer and a few lip product options that I knew I wouldn't be putting on for interview, but I would want later in the day. And then I laid out my makeup that I would be putting on for interview on the table so that I knew I had everything I needed. I'm also going to bring snacks with me. I have mini RX bar, some leftover pasta with veg and chicken, yogurt. I'm gonna cut up this bell pepper, and then this was given to me by a family member the last time I went and visited them, so I threw this in here as well. And I'm also gonna have water and bring some tea bags in case there's the opportunity to make tea while I'm there. And so hopefully I can have a little snack at some point between rehearsal and the show in the evening. So here's how I've left everything. We've got all of the kind of while I'm there essentials in this box, and my makeup will also go into this box. I'll put the lid on it, and then here is where I have my shoes and jewelry organized and labeled by outfit, except for my interview stuff, which I'm gonna get ready here for interview. So shoes, jewelry, makeup to get ready in the morning. I'm gonna do a blowout on my hair, and then I have my hair products already all organized in there. So once I'm done, I'll just zip that up and it'll go back in there. And yeah, this is ultimately what we're working with. I've got my dresses hanging up, and I'll probably stick a book and my to-do list, like my journal, and that will be the whole day. The goal is, once I leave here, to have everything that I could possibly need. And I think I've accomplished that in the morning. I'll get up, hair, makeup, all of that will go into those bags and boxes, and then I can head out. So that is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.